Begin takeoff procedure.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, everybody. My name is Dio Morales, host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we are here streaming live from San Francisco, California, one of the 2018 System Open championships here. We are in round 1, and I'd like to welcome you. Thank you to Alwyn and Michael for being playing on stream today. Thank you, everybody who's joining us online today. You guys are awesome. So today's list picking is going to be a little interesting. There's a couple of things that they asked me to pick by names. It's going to be a little bit interesting trying to get great matches. But I'm going to do the best I can for you guys. We're going to try to feature some of the local area people. And thank you, as always, to all of our Patreon supporters and our Twitch Prime subscribers. You guys are the ones that make Gold Squadron podcast be able to do things like this, like coming to California. And special thanks to, of course, Cascade Games for partnering with us and having us, giving us all the space we need and all the assistance we need in order to stream. And to our sponsor for this this weekend, Curled Paw Creatives. If you haven't seen, they do amazing acrylic work for X-Wing, and actually we'll be running a promotion specifically for our listeners. If you haven't gotten your 2.0 templates, you can get $20 off of a purchase. Excuse me, not $20. On purchases of $20 or more, you can get $5 off when you use the code GURRY for life, and that is the number 4. GURRY for life is your Curled Paw Creatives coupon code, $5 off of a $20 order. All right, so let's go ahead and break down these lists. Alvin is playing a pretty typical Dash Poe list. Of course, Dash has Lone Wolf. That's your way. You're going to see Poe set up apart from him. You got Lone Wolf, Heavy Laser Cannon, Ray, Burnout Slam, Smuggling Compartments to get that Burnout Slam, Countermeasures, and the Outrider title. And also paired with a Poe Dameron VI R2D2 Optics Auto Thrusters Black 1 title. That comes out to 99 points. And we go over to Michael's side. You see that he has 2 11s. Michael's list is only 98 points. Oh, it got really quiet in this room all of a sudden. People are really focusing. We got this first turn going on. Let's go ahead and get our timer up. I realize that that's not in our view right now. Boom. Timer's up. Let's go ahead and get our points up as well. There we go. So because Michael is at 98, I'm going to assume that he gave initiative to Alvin. We'll know in that first turn. But looking at it, I mean, the arc dodging potential of Dash is really good. But at the same time, both Fenn and Talonbane are, they both have boost barrel roll. They can't do both in the same turn. They only have one of the 2 options. So it's going to come down to how well can Michael leverage the Bump Master to be able to put Alvyn in predictable spots, and he'd be able to get his aces in there and really punish. So as we go into this, let's go ahead and do our predictions as we go in. Give me a 1 if you think Alvyn has the edge, and a 2 if you think Michael's going to bring it home. Again, number 1 for Alvyn, 2 for Michael. All right, so far, looks like we're getting votes. We got 1 vote for Michael. Sure, those will be coming in here. All right, coming in aggressive. I like the fast movement here. Most likely, the plan here is to take out Poe. Because Poe does have the regeneration, if Michael can get him blocked and just wipe him off the board with both Talonbane and Fen, that's going to be the play. But I think Alvyn making a great choice here. Turning away, he does not want to joust with those 2 ships, especially because, you know, did I have the points wrong? I don't. Let's take a look at this. 99, 98. So actually, it looks like Michael has the initiative here. So we'll go ahead and put that initiative token out. There it is. So it looks like right now the voting is leaning towards Alvyn. And again, thank you everybody who's joining us today. Just a quick reminder, you can support our efforts here at Gold Squadron Podcast. The easiest way would be if you have Amazon Prime, go ahead and connect that to Twitch. You get a free Twitch Prime subscription, which takes away the video ads for 30 days. You can click that every 30 days, and it's free money if you have Amazon Prime. It's free money just by clicking the button. Thank you to everybody who's taken the time to do that, because it really adds up, really makes a difference, and makes all this traveling possible. I'm going to be going. Where's our Wave 14 love? There isn't. Wave 14 isn't legal yet. That's why it's not on the table. If I could, I'd just be like, hey guys, anybody who plays on stream has to play 2.0, but wasn't allowed to do that, so I have to follow the rules. And while, you know, I did have a lot of conversation with people, you know, about, you know, still covering these events and is it worth it? What's the point? It came down to the fact that we are on the road to 2.0, on the road to 2nd edition, and everybody who gets one of these Coruscant invites is going to be playing in the first ever 2nd edition premiere event at the Coruscant Open, and that's going to be really, really exciting. So being able to see these players, see what they do in 1st edition and how they're going to translate that into 2nd edition is going to be really, you know, is going to make just give us some information on this player. Like, are they using 1st edition abilities as a, we'll use the word, as a crutch? Or do they have, you know, how strong is their actual skill level, and can it translate to 2nd edition? Can you do the Twitch Prime sub for mobile? Yes, yes you can. You just have to be able to, if you have your Amazon and Twitch already connected, you can. If you don't, you're gonna have to like do the desktop version of Amazon in order to access the linking of accounts. So it looks like our pitcher's coming in pretty nicely there. So it looks like the internet here is going to hold up. I'm very happy about that. So a couple of things about what we're going to be talking about today is doing a lot of comparisons to what we know about second edition and what we currently see in first edition. So you saw there one of those, check for target locks, even though you were clearly out of range. You don't, in second edition, if you measure for target lock at any point and it is out of range, you have lost that action. You've lost that opportunity to do an action. There is no, range 7 target locks anymore. So action selection and decision making is going to definitely come more into play. Now looking at Alwyn's positioning here, one thing that I don't see too common with Poe Dash players is bringing Poe and Dash together this early in the game. I think the sole reason is probably to try to take out that Bump Master, because the Bump Master is Michael's biggest tool against Alwyn's list. So I like that. So we're probably going to see Dash honestly just go forward, probably 2 or 3, and just try to get some free shots into the scout before Talonbane and Fenrau can do their thing. So looking around list-wise, looks like a pretty even distribution of all the factions. You know, people playing at these tournaments in this road to second edition, they have two decisions to make. Either they're playing something that they find to be really fun, and they're not caring about.
Ben Smith doesn't want to be on stream.
Okay. Sorry about that. I lost my train of thought. They're either making the decision to play something fun because they don't think they're not wanting to play that super hyper competitive game, or they're bringing something, a meta squad to try to get that qualifier. I'll get you an exact player count here in a minute. Ben, do you know how many players we have total? Okay, we'll get the number. We're in the 90s. So Talonbane barrel rolling out. I do find it interesting that Alwyn turned away from the scout. I mean, you don't want to be going towards the scout either, so it's not a bad decision. You just kind of cut off Poe. Poe's not able to turn to the right now. He's going to have to go straight or bank. I like what Michael's doing here. He's giving himself lots of options on how he wants to approach. He's keeping that 3 bank open on Talonbane. It really seems like Alwyn's trying to bait with Dash and avoid getting shots on Poe. Because if we break down the points here, Poe is a 43-point fortress plus the bid. It comes out to 44. And if we come on to Poe versus any one of Michael's single ships, Alwyn is automatically ahead there. Couple of tools that Michael does have that are not too common, so you wonder if Alwyn will remember them. The Scout does have the EMP device. If you're not 100% familiar with the EMP device, we'll go ahead and pull that up so we can read the exact wording on that. So there it is right there. During the combat phase, instead of performing any attacks, you may discard this card to assign 2 ion tokens to each ship at range 1. So if he has somebody locked in a bump, he can go ahead and pop the EMP device instead of doing an attack, even if he doesn't have a target for an attack, in order to get what he has to get done. All right, so Scott coming in aggressive. He's going to try to catch Poe here next turn. I doubt he's going to barrel roll towards dash here. He's going to definitely take a heavy laser cannon shot there. He focused already. Okay. Well, dash will be out of range of the Scout. I think the right man. He only has a barrel roll. He has obstructing. Checking range. Oh, maybe that might be just range 3. Looks like he's. Does he reach for the lock? He sure does. Okay, so just in range 3. Do Talonbane and Fen turn into dash? I mean, it'd be a... Nope. Okay, so it looks like we're going forward. We'll probably see the boost to the left. He knows it's out of range. I'm kind of surprised we don't see Michael doing a 3-bank there. I know he wants to keep him in a pseudo formation, but you know, let the auto thrusters ride, and you have them the obstruction just to start. Because by going out wide, you're slowing yourself down. So he's deciding to focus there. And Poe, is he turning away? Oh, he's turning into the fight. Okay, so Michael likes this opening here. Oh, it's a Talon roll. Okay. Talon roll. Poe has some decisions to make next turn, what direction he's going to go. We have 91 players. 91 players today. I think the Scout can block most of what's on that dial. So checking range, it might be just range 3. Or just range 2. All right, let's see if these gentlemen remember to roll in the box. Usually they miss the first one. Oh, no. Very nice. All right. 2 eyeballs on a crit. He does have the focus from Advanced Optics, which allows you to hold on to that focus from turn to turn. And he's just going to use Poe's ability. Why not? That's free. Defending. All right, so the Scout's going to be taking a shield there. All right, next in the order would be Fen and Talonbane, but they don't have a shot, so it's Dash up next. Heavy laser changes that, and we'll get 1 reroll with Lone Wolf. That's going to be 4 hits. Scout's looking for some eyeballs here. Be able to hopefully take a little bit less damage. There we go. Spends the focus for 2 evades for sure. Takes 2 more. So down to 1 shield there. Yeah, Mad Medic, I mean, having just, first edition is, can't do anything about it. And I already committed to go to these events, so. Eyeball crit. No focus there. So that's going to actually do a shield onto Poe. We can't do anything about that. Most likely regen because he'll be clearing that stress. And I'm sure viewership will go up as we start striding towards the later rounds. So Dash, now that Dash is in the back, kind of the backfield here, we're probably expecting him just to do a turn, kind of had to do a hard turn and decide whether he wants to barrel roll closer or farther away. Hard one, barrel roll to the left is probably my guess. Well, Matt, man, I'm going to thank you so much for sticking with us and still watching the streams. You're awesome. So the scout here is probably going to try to go in for the block here. We did see that it was range 2. And because it was range 2, he's going to be able to use that intel agent. So we get to see how Alwyn is going to clear the stress. Having played a lot of scouts here, I will say that the positioning is a little bit interesting. You don't have the space to just do a bank and then barrel roll out if you need to because of that asteroid in the corner there. So we'll have to see. I do expect Talonbane and Fenrau to come screaming in here and try to start digging in some damage into Poe. Because with Poe, you want to be getting multiple shots a turn on him in order to catch up to R2-D2. Who in 2nd edition, you'll only be able to use 3 times total. Thank God. So since I do have you guys here and you guys are watching, and we can't ignore the fact that 2nd edition is coming, what are some of your favorite changes that you've seen so far with 2nd edition? There's the intel agent. That looks... Go ahead and pop those in the chat. We'll talk about those in a minute. So he saw the intel agent. A little bit of hesitation from Michael, thinking about what he's going to do. So the 1 hard. So the 1 hard does not get him into blocking position for the... Oh, he's going to try it. Okay, Okay, that blocks most things. Unless he did some type of white maneuver, but he seems pretty convinced. So there's the 1 hard from Dash that we talked about earlier. Yeah, once Dash gets in the backfield, his movements become pretty predictable because he's just trying to stay out of arcs and just be able to run away if he needs to. He has an open field in front of him, controlling the center of the board. So Talonbane, 3 banking in. Focus is always better than boost in this situation if you're convinced that you're not in range 3 for auto thrusters. Auto thrusters just skew the math there. Going for the barrel roll to the right. Fenrau 3 hard. Oh, I don't know about. I'll go ahead and. All right, so we're getting a bank here from Fenrau. That does squeeze him into the range 1 bubble there. Dash doesn't like that. The question here is, will Michael be punished for splitting his fire? So 3 hard away. he will still be stressed. And Fenrau will actually be in an attack vector to hunt down Poe. All right, so we're dropping that Ray focus. We'll get to the start of combat. Range 1. 4 dice, no mods. Average is 2 hits. Alrighty. Oh, there was 5 dice because his ability, you're right. Oof, that's a string. 4 hits and a crit. It is obstructed. We're going to use one of those focuses. He does have Lone Wolf. That might be a judge call whether or not it's obstructed or not. Lone Wolf for 3 takes 2. Defensive stacking doing its thing there. 2 shields. The fact that Michael got any damage in there actually is quite surprising. Here's Talonbane, range 3 on Poe. Most likely doesn't do any damage. Doesn't look obstructed from here. Okay, 2 hits. With Poe, you got to be doing 3 in order to actually do damage. No damage. And here's Dash. He's going to just keep pounding into the Jumpmaster as it is the most dangerous weapon. And I'm curious to see if Michael is going to pop that EMP device here. That might be a good idea. And that's going to be 4 hits coming in from Dash. As long as the Scout doesn't die, there's no crits in there, so the Scout can't die. Nice through a rock. He got 2 evades. So he's taking 2 more. Shield on a card. All right, does Michael pop the EMP device? Poe is stressed. Yes, he does. I love that play by Michael. EMP device has been used. Everybody at range 1 gets ioned. That means Poe isn't regenerating this next turn. Michael knows where Alwyn's Poe is going to be, and Fenrau and Talonbane are going to be coming in. Now, from the looks of it, it looks like Fenrau has the 5 straight totally clear. It's a little bit unfortunate. I have to say unfortunate for Michael, but that this Ion is going to put him on a rock, because it would have been great to have all 3 ships shooting at him. We got to watch for Dash. Dash could still block Fenrau though. He does have barrel roll 2, the original Jumpmaster dial. Not quite as good, but still pretty good. Taking a look at our chat, people talking about some of their favorite 2nd edition changes here. A lot of people like link actions. I do agree. It's awesome. It does add a lot of flavor to each of those ships. Half points on all ships will definitely, I think it makes things a lot more fair if you notice that Miranda can't regen above half ever. The way that they changed her points. So once those shields are down, they're down. So the Scout is on the rock. And we'll get back to our 2.0 discussion here in a minute. No damage. So I do see a turn. He's turning away. So he's accepted that Poe is going to get punished here. and it's might just be still range 3 to that scout. He drops the focus. There's the 5 straight. Now Poe is stressed, so it's going to be a white one forward. He does not even get to boost. Fenrau should focus here. His best bet is focusing. Well, I mean, you do want those 5 dice, though. Can he even get to range 1? Yep, he'll just make it. We'll see Talonbane most likely do a 3 bank here. Okay, 4 straight. Does the Kirax have a 3 bank on its dial? It does, okay. So he's gonna have to boost now. Neo Saturn, thank you for your 2 months of Twitch Prime in a row. You're awesome. All right, here's the 1 forward from Poe. He'll just be out of range 1, it looks like, from Talonbane. It's still close, though. It's still very close. We could definitely see damage cards into Poe here. Poe's ability is still live because of the Advanced Optics focus. And the Jumpmaster, if it lives through this turn, is in a position to still cause problems for Poe next turn. And Poe's still stressed. We're popping Glitter Stem on Talonbane. And it is just range 2. Now here we go. So Glitter Stem for 2 hits. Poe's ability still alive. He's going to be taking 1. Still has a shield there. And here comes Fenrau. 5 dice. No modifiers, though. Usually about 2.5 hits here average. He rolled well above average last turn. And we only have 1 crit. That's going to get through. So the shields are down. That definitely, you know, the engagement favored Alwyn, you know, with the dice there because he didn't, he could have lost Poe easily. So here comes HLC onto the Scout. The Scout is hoping to live 1 more turn. He wants to live 1 more turn. Oof. All right. He still have the Lone Wolf reroll. That's crit is going to stay because the Heavy Laser effect only happens for the initial roll in 1st edition. Natties, baby. Natties, just a crit. And it is structural damage. Reduce your agility by 1. So go ahead, get that structural damage in there. Sitting at 3 hull. Michael likes this. This gives Michael an opportunity to possibly get a block here onto Poe with the Scout and have 1 more turn of punishment. If in doubt, roll like a god. Yep, that's about right, Overlord 74. Now, some of the other favorite things with 2nd edition here. We have Moralo Evolve's ability change. Yes, that's a big deal for sure. That is a lot of fun. We play tested it actually this past Wednesday. If you go on our YouTube channel, you can find the video footage of there. I play Moralo. And I just did his abilities just for shenanigans. I wasn't, you know, we were just kind of play testing, as you say, 2.0. It wasn't a hyper competitive game, but it was a lot of fun. He gave you different, just a lot of different options, and it was very cool. What else here? Mobile arcs for turrets are fantastic. Absolutely, players do have to think a little bit more, or anything, or then they have to pay for those turrets too. It sounds like it's not free. So here's the scout. He's going to be trying to turn around Fen. Does it clear the debris? I know Michael's hoping so. We'll get to take a look. It will clear. So that barrel roll is open. We did get to Intel Agent Alwyn's dial. Trying to take a look to see what that is. It looks like a one bank to the left. The barrel roll to the left. Wait. He still has an action. There you go. He quickly took it out. So yeah, he should barrel roll just as close as possible. You'll be fine. You can do a hard turn out of the board edge. Yeah, you just go from the back. You're fine. What you really have to think about is what is Fenrau doing? What's his move? Talonbane probably did something like a one bank. Dash has no way to get a shot this turn unless he turned to the right. Oh, there it is. He turned to the right. Okay. He'll have to barrel roll. Which does take away one of his focus tokens, but that's really not going to matter too much. There's the barrel roll. I do like that paint job on that dash. Has that kind of camouflage look with the blue accents. Very cool. Talonbane coming here a lot more aggressive than I thought he was going to. Wow. Okay, well, he'll get a range one shot on Poe, because Poe's going to move off of Talonbane. But I'm curious to know what. Looking at. He may have been anticipating the 3-bank, but I guess if Poe had gotten away and the 3-bank from the Jumpmaster didn't, if it had clipped the debris and there was no barrel roll available. So maybe that was, he was kind of a little bit of a contingency plan. The one hard is actually going to end up giving Poe a shot on Fenrau. Here's Poe moving. Will he move into Talonbane's, into Fenrau's arc? This is one that I think I would actually ask a judge to do. It's really close. Because the angle of Poe will determine whether or not Poe will be able to dig in a range one shot at Fen. Omar, if you're going to troll my chat, at least spell things right, yeah? So it looks like Michael's gearing up to roll dice. Oh, anti-pursuit lasers. Here's the anti-pursuit laser roll. That's a hit. So Poe will take a damage card there. Wait, did he remember his... I believe he took a damage card and then regened the... That was the order they did that in. And then regen the R2-D2. So here comes Talonbane, range 1. 2 hits. Poe for 1. Intimidation is the reason why Poe is only rolling 1 dice there. And Dash is going to have range, probably going to be able to take out the Jump Master here. Here comes forward. We're looking for those natties again. No focus there, so that's going to be 3. And that will take out the Jump Master. So that Jump Master was the biggest tool that Michael had, in my opinion, to be able to have a chance in this game. Now that it's gone, he's going to be having to rely on dice variants to really push him through. Oh, yeah, he did forget structural damage. You are correct. And for those of you who are just joining us, I want to say thank you for tuning in. We'll be here all this weekend here in San Francisco, California, bringing you coverage of the San Francisco Open, our journey to 2nd edition, seeing who's going to be taking the crown, who's going to get those Coruscant invites and be playing at the Coruscant Invitation, which will be the first ever 2nd edition event. So that should be exciting. Who does Alwyn go after next? I mean, Alwyn pretty much needs to do target of opportunity. Both ships have auto thrusters, and because they're both locked in with a single action, and all of Michael's shenanigans, for lack of a better term, are gone. Again, the scout was the toolbox to be able to make Poe, in order to make Fen and Talonbane actually hit hard. And without the scout there, this is going to be an uphill battle for Michael. I would think if we had a matchup meter right now, I would put it up at a 70-30 towards Alwyn right now. I had somebody send me a PM asking if we're doing the live stream like alerts that pop up on the screen. I don't do those for the games, but when we are on booth view only, when I'm chatting with you guys, I can go ahead and put those alerts on. They're a lot of fun to do. That shows all subscribers live as you guys do that, all live donations and things like that. It pops up on the stream. So we'll get the live, well, that will be live for the booth view, but not for the table view. We don't want to interrupt the game. All right, so looking at dials, Michael has made his decisions. It looks like Alva's just trying to figure out what he wants to do with Poe. Honestly, I think I would just do a 1 forward with Poe. Oh, wait a second, but Talonbane moves first, so he can bump in the back. I think I would still do a 1 forward with Poe. Because Talonbane's not going to have any modifiers. You regen 1. I guess you could die with bad dice. Because you don't want to be in front of both of them. You don't want to be in front of both. Here comes Dash to take some heat off. And the fact that Dash has only lost 2 shields gives him the ability to be a little bit of aggressive. Can't go too crazy, because those shields can disappear pretty quickly. Focus action. And we're waiting for Talonbane and Fen. So he's indicating a turn to the left. So hard turn there. That will he will not be able to quite boost into range 1. I think it'll be close. Well, maybe. 1 plus the base. And you're going to get shot by Poe, I think, no matter what. Yep. Looks like he's boosting in. He's going to try it. He's going to try the boost to the left. He'll probably ask to see it. And that shows whether or not, if the boost even gets you close to range 1. Oh, that is close. 2.5 ship baits. That's close. We'll see. Again, we have a little bit of an angle here. So it looks like Talonbane's planning on moving through Poe. 3 forward. The 3 forward blocks the 1 forward and also gives Talonbane a modifier, a focus, or a target lock he can set up. Or, of course, this Talonbane does have engine upgrade, so he can go ahead and boost and try to get arcs on Dash. So he drops the focus there, so Dash, that will probably be his target. So this is 1 bank. We're going to be regenerating one of those shields on R2-D2, and Alwyn doesn't mind that. Alwyn is not getting shot by either of his ships. He's regenerating a shield and not having to worry about it. And the fact that Dash is only going to be taking 1 shot, not too bad. And auto thrusters are not going to be active most likely on Talonbane if it's range 2, because he is in arc of Dash. Popping countermeasures on Dash. Here's Fan. Looks like they've decided it's range 1. 1 hit. This is what happens when you're living by the dice. And he has 1 more because of countermeasures. Yep, just add it in there. Lone Wolf. Okay, looks like it just fell out of the box. All right. So spends a focus. No damage there. So your average with 5 dice is 2.5 hits. He had a pretty, his very first one he natted into 5, then 2, now 1. Here's Dash, Heavy Laser Cannon. Lone Wolf is the only modifier. It's only going to be 2 hits going into Talonbane. And is it range? I guess they haven't pulled out the range ruler yet. I'm going to guess it's range 2. Spends a focus. Takes 1 on Talonbane. Yeah, Michael is just not, he's not getting ahead on the damage curve, which is what worries me. We only got 24 minutes left in the round. Poe in the next 2 rounds will have full shields, only be down a single hull. I really like Alwyn's position here as the game continues. And for anybody who's just joining us, I do want to tell you guys about the Curled Paw Creatives, our exclusive coupon code that they've given us this weekend. They're our sponsor for this System Open. The coupon code is GURI, the number 4, life, GURI for life, and that gets you $5 off of a $20 order, exclusive for our viewers this weekend. And that does include the 2.0 templates that he is working on and shipping. So if you haven't ordered yours yet, here's your chance. Get ready for 2.0. Second edition. All the things. However you want to call it. Looks like we're waiting for some dials here. We'll go ahead and revisit our list of favorite things about second edition that we've seen. Tron999 says, I like the removal of TLTs and how secondaries give range bonuses. I do agree. I mean, being able to even out that, that playing field. Quick thank you to Jigsaw for becoming a Twitch Prime subscriber. Thank you so much for your support. It really makes a huge difference. Anybody can go ahead and connect their Amazon Prime account to Twitch, get a free Twitch Prime subscription, take off those kind of commercials that pop up, and also just throws free money our way, and it just really helps, makes all this possible. So thank you to everybody who does that. Somebody else here says medium bases. This is from Overload 74. Medium bases is really interesting. Gives me something else to be really bad at. We were able to acquire some acrylic medium base proxies, and we did use them on our stream this past week on Wednesday. And they were definitely really interesting to fly. It felt different. It gives different options. Ships that used to kind of be able to squirm away with that small base size now have to really think about getting trapped in space. That can definitely affect your positioning. And then ships that were being, prohibited by that large base also get a little bit of a boost. The U-wing having the medium base allows it to get into some more dogfighty situations, which is awesome. Another one here, I really like both the docking and undocking. It feels thematic. Yes, I really think that's awesome. The fact, I don't know if you guys have caught that, any ship that can dock can also redock. And there are rules in that is just part of a core rule now for X-Wing 2nd Edition. You can now dock and undock your ship. So you have some new strategic possibilities there. You could, eject a ship, get a range 1 shot. You probably take some damage on that little ship, and then in order to save those points, go ahead and dock it again. That's great. It's good stuff. And like you said already, nice and thematic. Calculate action is a new one that we see that is on a lot of droid robot characters. It changes one focus result to either a focus, either to a hit or an evade. It's only for a single die roll. Question: If Eval flees, can he drop a Z95? That's a good question. Gonna have to look at the wording on both of those cards. That's assuming he has the. I mean, I don't know. Depends on how the keywords line up. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. I'm gonna drink some water. I got another PM here from a YouTube watcher asking if there's any way that people who only watch on YouTube can do something similar to the Twitch Prime. There isn't any type of program like that built in, but on the YouTube interface there is a donate button that you can do there. I think it's called a sponsor button. And anybody who feels so inclined can feel free to do that. Thank you for asking. All right, here we go. This is definitely an important turn. So Dash is one banking onto the debris. Fen cannot follow him there. So he is safe from Fen. Now it comes to Michael. Talonbane can always turn in. There you go. So Talonbane will do the one hard. That'll be close to range 1. And this will be Talonbane's only his second modified shot of the game here. If that one hard gets a block on Poe here, that would definitely start swinging things more in Michael's favor. Too hard, yep. Keeps Fen out of the fight for a turn. How'd your first game go?
I won.
There you go. I'm in the presence of the Ryan Moisture Farmer, California native.
What up, friends?
Borrowing pens too. X-Wing fans. It's a nice pen. I hope I get my pen back. All right, there. So Fenrau gets blocked. Here's the one bank. It does get a block on Talonbane. Okay, so this attack here, this attack is going to make a difference. It looks like Poe will have a shot on Fenrau. There's another shield. With time dwindling down, if Michael can manage to kill Dash and still have Talonbane and Fenrau alive with just Poe, Michael could win this game. He's still got 15 minutes left, but that is the current win condition right now. 5 dice, no focus. Lone Wolf is off for Dash because he's definitely within range 2. Wrong kind of dice. We'll try that again. Netting evades. That's just going to be one crit. One crit gets through, and that's a shield. Here's Poe at Fenrau. That's range 2. Fenrau does not like range 2. And that is exactly the reason why. That's going to be 3 damage into Fenrau. 75% of his health is gone. I have a Twitch chat viewer asking what did I enjoy solo? Yes, I did. And that is all I will say, because I have a very strong opinion about spoilers, and that's all I'll say. I enjoyed it. This just in, Andrew Knuckles wins a game with Guri on the table, which is why the coupon code for this week is Guri for life.
What a world we live in.
That's right.
Oh, we got challenging Cobra.
Yep. So he's going to have to play pretty cagey here with Fenrau if he wants an opportunity to win this game. He has to take out Dash. But with Poe in a position here, he has his focus. That means he always has a soft modifier. He's going to be able to track down Fenrau unless Michael can figure out how to get out of arc consistently. And, of course, he has to do that before Poe moves. I will let Ryan know that you enjoyed playing him at Worlds when he comes back. So Dash just getting some space. You won't see Dash barrel roll onto an asteroid. For those of you who maybe don't know, the effects of the asteroid, the fact that you cannot attack on it, does affect Dash. So you played Ghost Fen. I'm sure he'll remember that one.
How are we doing?
Doing good, Herman. How are you?
I'm doing good. Oh, Alwyn's on stream.
Yeah.
How's my buddy Alwyn doing?
He is ahead.
Good, man.
He is on the path to win, most likely.
So yesterday he was actually flying.
Go ahead.
So yesterday Alwyn was actually flying Intensity, Primed Thrusters, Poe, and then a HLC PTL dash. And he said, "Screw this," and went back to plot armor.
Right. He tried to get cute, and then like, all right, we'll play the good version again. Right. Okay, so Talonbane, 1 bank. I mean, right now Michael is just in a position where he's trying to have shots on Dash. I mean, his only hope is to oh, the dice fell out. His only hope is to kill Dash. So we'll probably see Fenrau try to get out. He's gonna have to run. So 2 bank there. The boost will keep him at range 2. Auto thrusters would be active anyway. I think he really wants to focus. Hello from Legion. Thank you for watching, my friends. I hope to make it out to Krakow next year for the next series. So Michael has to make a decision here on what action he's going to do. He's going to try to boost. I don't know. Oh, that's so close. So that arc looks like it's just out of arc of Talonbane. Poe doesn't have barrel roll, so he won't be able to boost into a shot, but he'll be able to boost into a shot and to Fen. It will be obstructed, probably range 3, so auto thrusters would be active. And it looks like we still got some Ray tokens over there. Just range 1. Here come 5 dice, 2 hits. I mean that's still the average here. Yep. Spends the focus, no damage. Talonbane, range 3 with the dream. It's probably obstructed. Oh, that's close. Okay, no damage there, so the defense won't matter. So here's Poe's shot. That looks like a range 2 stick. A 1. Okay, so Fen can get out of this on average. He does. And here's that HLC going into Talonbane. 3 hits. And auto thrusters for 1. That will be a damage card on the Talonbane. 6 minutes left in the round. Michael, with a good dice swing, could take out Dash. This is not over. So Alwyn looking to keep Dash alive, try to get into spots where Michael can't reach him. So it looks like Alwyn is ready to go. I don't think Alvin's gonna go in the left corner. I'm probably gonna see something like a, there you go. Yep. Moving away. And yeah, Poe is definitely back up to 3 shields. Let's go ahead and pop that on there. Using Burnout Slam. Yeah, this is the time to do it. Okay, so he's just trying to get a little bit extra distance. We'll see how Michael responds. I think I'm surprised that he didn't go a little bit more towards that bottom right-hand corner, but I don't play Dash very much, so we'll see. The 2-turn from Fen Rao, and even the 3-bank from Talonbane. 1 turn, okay. He needs to focus. You gotta. You need the modifier, even just for Poe coming in for a shot. Target locking, that's ballsy. I mean, he has stuck himself on offense. He's saying, you know what, the offense is my best defense. Even if Poe does shoot him, they're both PS 11, so he would be able to shoot even if Poe kills him, unless a crit goes through. Ooh, a crit on the Talonbane from the debris loose stabilizer. And Poe, I'm surprised Poe's turning away. This is giving Fen an extra turn. Looks like he's going to try to regroup. And for those of you who don't know, loose stabilizer, after you execute a white maneuver, receive a stress token. There's a lot of white moves on that dial, so that will affect the way Michael chooses to do his actions. We got range 3 shots. Oop, you're not supposed to do that. Only pick one. Pick one. Michael. Okay, he's got a target lock. He chooses not to spend it. No ray focus there. Both are going to go through. Lone Wolf. Okay. So I think that takes us to shields down. Yep, shields down on Dash. 3 natties coming from Talonbane. At least 2 of those are going to dig in here. All right, gets 1 in there. So that's 2. Okay. This is an interesting swing here now. With Dash out of ray tokens and only at 2 whole, Dash is going to have to, man, he is giving Michael a bit of a 50-50 here. He could go to the left or right with Dash. Michael probably doesn't want to overcommit, but the way we've seen him play, he has committed pretty aggressively towards the directions that he was convinced that would be where Alwyn was going. So we'll have to see. Talonbane is double stressed because he was stressed when he landed on the debris and then went through it again with a white move. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do this in the chat. I don't know if there's only a minute and a half left. So Michael's looking for 2 turns, or maybe even just 1. If he can kill Dash on this turn and make sure that Fen or Talonbane live, either one, because Alwyn will only get to shoot 1 of these guys. Ooh, this is gonna come down to this turn right here. 50-50 choice. Oh, looks like that looks like a hard 2 to the right on his dial there. You can kind of see it from the camera view. I mean, sorry, to the left with Poe. All right, just double checking his dash dial. Alwyn's locked in. Michael's still making a couple decisions here. All right, here we go. Where does Dash go? So Dash goes the long side of the board, 3 hard. That will give him Lone Wolf range if Poe does that 2 hard that I think I saw on that dial. Drops the focus for defense. Here we go. So Fenn, he didn't overcommit to the right, but he's still gonna have a shot here. You drop that focus. You drop that focus, sir. You need it for defense. Oh, that is greed, sir. I don't like that play. We are out of time. I don't even think that gets him range 1, and I think he probably puts him in a spot where Poe can just get him at range 1. We'll have to see what Alwyn does here. His target selection. Oh, Poe turns away. Oh. If Fenn and Talonbane kill Dash, Michael. All right, 2 crits. Yep, he's gonna spend that. No damage there. And 1 crit. Comes down to this roll right here. Target lock, and that's gonna do it. There it is. Dash gets taken down. All right, I believe that was 3 into Dash. I'm pretty sure. Frozen the last round? Are you kidding? I'm so sorry. Oh, man. That was a network error. Horribly timed. So, Michael wins that game in the end there. Oh, man. I'm really surprised that Alwyn turned to the right. I was pretty sure he would be turning in, turning into the left there. So, well, congratulations to Michael winning 56-32. Round 1 of the San Francisco System Open. Thank you for everybody who has. Oh, I will. Thank you to everybody who.
There we go. Now that I'm not facing Nathan Ivey, I should do all right.
There you go. And sorry about that. So we'll be back here in a couple minutes. I'm sorry about the disconnect there. I don't know what happened, but Michael was able to kill Dash in that final round. Thank you for watching. You can support our efforts here by going to patreon.com/Gold Squadron. Also become a Twitch Prime subscriber, one, the other, or both. Whatever feels good. Thank you, everybody who has done that. We'll be back probably in about 15 minutes with round 2 of the San Francisco System Open.